Hello, my favorite people in the world. How are you doing today? Um, I should probably stop saying that word all the time. I don't know why I do it, but anyway, all right. New level, new devil. This is something a coach that I worked with said to me years ago, and it came up the other day in a conversation with a client, and I wanted to share about it. So, what do I mean by that? And what I mean by that is that entrepreneurship stirs up a lot of these internal devils. That's what I call them. That sometimes we knew were there, sometimes we didn't realize we were there. Sometimes we thought they had gone away and then they resurface, right? And so the thing is, and we talk a lot about mindset with entrepreneurship, but the conversation was this, and it really is, again, I don't think there's enough people out there that are really talking about the fact that entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And that's okay, right? Like some people, it's just too much. Like, because every time you're growing and every time you're moving through, there's these new devils that show up. And I know that sounds so negative. And I'm not trying to say that, but what I'm saying is that there's always going to be something where we question what we're doing. We question ourselves. We question, imposter syndrome, comparisonitis. We question our worth. We question our expertise, all these things. And my point here in this episode is that just because it's not like they ever go away. Okay. It's not like when you hit this next level, okay, fine, then everything will be fine. Or I just got to get through this one barrier. And then once I get to this level of growth, or once I hit this amount in revenue, or once I have this many clients, I'll feel better. The reality is that the quote unquote devils just change. And you just have to be aware of it. And I think that's the most important part, is like just being aware of the fact that they're going to be there. And the thing is that it may not make it easier to get through them, but what it will do is that it makes it easier to identify it and figure out what you need to do to actually get through to that. But the thing is like, even go listen to some of these really, really high level, super successful entrepreneurs. One of my favorite people to listen to is Taylor Welsh with the Daily Mind Medicine, because he's so honest about this. He talks about the struggles. He talks about the mindset. He talks about getting bored. He talks about feeling like, do I even want to do this anymore? He talks about, all the struggles that come with bringing on a team and hiring people and leadership and losing clients. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, every step of the journey, it brings up a different internal or even external situation. Call them devils, call them demons, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter. But my point is this, is that they don't go away. That's the whole point of this episode, is they don't go away. Okay. And you have a responsibility to yourself, to your clients, and to the other people in your world to ask yourself, do I want to deal with this? Do I want to deal? Do I have the mental capacity? Do I have the ability? Do I have the emotional capacity to deal with all of these different issues or demons or devils or different things that are going to come up? And I don't want you to feel bad if the answer is no, because sometimes, the reality is I honestly, I could never see my husband dealing with all these things. It's just not his personality. He's way too cut and dry. Tell me what I need to do. What are the steps? Here's you know what I mean? His life is so routine, and so he cannot stand, even in his job, when things don't go as they're supposed to, right? And we all know, that's how it is in entrepreneurship. You can the best laid plans, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. And so it's not to say that makes anything, it doesn't make him bad. It doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it bad. But honestly, it's just not his personality, and that's okay. He couldn't handle it. I'm not saying he couldn't, but he wouldn't want to, in all honesty. He just doesn't, he wouldn't want to deal with it. And that's okay. And that's the question you need to ask yourself, is do I want to deal with these things? Because if you don't, then stop trying to push through it. All right. Because Just because you push through, like I said, just because you push through this one doesn't mean something new is not going to come up at the next level. Like, it's constant. The training new people, scaling to a new level, raising anything, it all brings up different issues and different situations and different, whether it's internal or external demons or devils. Like, they're all there. They're all there. And it's a sign of growth when you feel that level of discomfort, and like, it is a sign that you're like moving in the right direction. But again, if it takes a toll on you mentally, emotionally, and physically, then I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it, because it's not like they ever go away. That's the whole point. All right. They don't go away. They just change. It's new level, new devil. And so if you can go on with that mindset, like, new level, new devil, all right, show me what you got. Let's friggin' bring it on. Tell me what, bring it at me. Just throw it at me. Then you can get through it a little bit easier. But if you're not willing or you don't want to, just be open and willing to admit that too. All right. So it's just, I think we need to be more honest about that. That's truly how I feel about it. It's just, we need to talk about it more. All right. So I'm here. I'm talking about it. If you want to talk about the devil that's kind of haunting you right now, bring it at me. I'm happy to talk through it, because trust me when I tell you, I've probably been there. All right. I'll talk to you soon.